press the recording. So I just watch the checks here. Okay. Okay, so later if okay, so good evening everyone. We are live
Selamat malam.
Okay.
Hi, good evening, everybody.
สวัสดี
Okay.
ค่ะ from Thailand.
So now today is I think today is a very special day for all of us because we happen to be as women. Right. So I think today is also quite a meaningful day for all of us because of the whole pandemic. We stopped seeing each other for at least a year, right? At least a year we didn't have physically that we can meet each other. So I would like to propose a
Yeah.
toast.
Toast.
A toast that bring your drink. This is our, to cheers. Okay, that we still alive.
Cheers to 1 year anniversary of no travel.
Yeah, no travel at all. Correct.
Cheers to balancing work, life, and everything while working from home. Cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers for that.
Cheers. Cheers.
So, I think it's an honor to everyone. I mean, it's like, oh yes, Azwin. Okay, so Azwin managed to join. We cheers one more time, Azwin. Okay, we cheers one more time.
Cheers.
Okay, yeah. So
Cheers.
Azwin also working from home like 1 year. Okay, we drink again.
Work from home.
So later we can please share to us each of us about the whole year, throughout the whole year, because today in our session it's more on like tea talk or water talk. So we want to highlight the theme of this year as a Happy Women's Day. So I think we very obviously is talking about women in leadership, and we're also talking about like future equality, in the COVID world. So how are we going to achieve that? So I think I'm going to start from, Indonesia. That's ASEAN way, right? ASEAN always start going through by country, the alphabet of the country. Yes. Now we cannot hold. We can only just make
We do like this.
Yeah.
Nana go like this.
Yes.
Apple
Yeah.
go like this.
Yeah,
Apple.
everybody do like
No,
this.
both,
Yes,
both.
correct. Holding hand,
Yeah.
ASEAN way. Yeah.
Yeah, Asian way.
Okay, so we're
need
going
put
to start
my-
from Ibu Titi sharing on your leadership throughout the whole year. What's happening?
Yeah, 1 year ya, anniversary
Yeah.
ya. Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat malam dari
Selamat
Indonesia yang sedang nonton. Hello everyone. Very nice to be in this Erida show.
I mean that show. Don't say that.
And happy International Women's Day for this event. I was trying to be more energetic, but I got my vaccine shot today, so I'm a little bit.
Yeah. Congratulations. I think you are the first
Thank you,
one
thank you,
among
thank you,
us
thank you,
now.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
Mm.
And this 1 year really was very tough. Sometimes we felt like giving up, really. Yeah. For me, I'm lucky because I'm working for the government right now, so I still have some income. But for my members, there is no job at all. Okay. So in order for us to really be tough, what I did was connect with each other digitally last March 2020. At first, the members were skeptical because we are people to people person, right? So it's very awkward to be, looking each other virtually like this. But then we got used to it. and I'm very glad that finally, my members accept the fact. Okay, and so we adapt with the situation. We use technology, and now some of my friend converted into being a trainer. Erina, Nana, and Apple. Yeah, so at least, yeah. Uh-uh. At least there are something for them. For the others who could not be a trainer or who doesn't have the talent to be a trainer, they become entrepreneurs. Yeah, anything. You know, suddenly they're so good in cooking this, cooking that, and because it was very hard for us to go outside of the control movement. Yeah, uh, some of my friends became apa itu Gojek. And it worked. So at least we survived. Yeah. Now after 1 year, the government promised that the tourism will be also given vaccine priority. So as an association, it's one of the advantage to appeal to the government for us to be given the vaccine shot. So basically, that's what we did as an association, to always encourage the members. Yeah, don't give up, and to help them survive 2020 and 2021. The executive committee appealed to me and said to me that we will free the membership yearly annual fee. So we freed that, and then everybody extended the membership free of charge. And well, it boosts their spirit once again. But looking at borders, we are not so sure when it's going to be open. So let's just hope for the best. That's all from me. Fight, fight, fight. It's a fight.
So for those who just joined us for this session, thank you Ibu Teti. She is the president of Indonesian Tour Leader Association, and also for the lead for the assessor as well. So that's why in her, we know that we all tough, especially come from the tourism industry. Okay, that's great. But and at least we find a way to walk through it. Yeah, find a way to walk through it. Thank you, Ibu Teti. So next, I would like to introduce Dr. Nana. So Dr. Nana currently is working in the university. Maybe she will tell you more a little bit, on her engagement and what she have been done, for the whole year in the Thailand, especially those who interested to know, because Thailand is one of the model for us, that for the
Model.
COVID, the whole yes, it's a very low rate, which is really great. Yeah, Dr. Nana,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah, thank you, Irina. First thing first, I would like to say that we are women, and we are all together here, all beautiful women. I'm really glad that we get together, and thanks, Irina, to get me to be part of this. This is really privileged to become like representing women of Thailand. You know what I mean? So it's kind of put me under pressure as well. Anyway, to share about my point of view, it's just a personal point of view. I have to say this first, that this is just a personal point of view. Yeah, before COVID-19, it was always sort of like stories about Thai women anyway, like in many good or bad ways. But I do hope that it's more positive ways to talk about Thai women, because we are a Thai woman, proud to be Thai woman, when it's a perspective of people from overseas and all that, because we are hardworking. Um, that's one of the things that people always think of Thai women, hardworking and always like sweet and polite and all that. Yeah. Although after when we have a pandemic and we have to face the crisis basically with this pandemic with the COVID-19 and whatnot, we still hardworking. We still even work even harder. We have because of the as now I'm a wife of two children and two little children. Two one is 2 years old, another one is just 5 months old. And COVID attacked during I was pregnant, the second one, and everything switched. The work and the market and everywhere, every sector is shut down just because of preventing the COVID spread, right? So we all have to stay home, and it's quite struggles to survive of everybody. Every one of us have to face a lot of issues. Since we talk about women today, particularly about Thai women, just want to share since we are multiple countries. Everyone should know that Thai women always have a great patience in whatever situation kicks in, and from myself as well. Although we switched to work from home, and we have the a lot of the under pressure with our work, but we still working. Although we are at home and we have children, or we have to handling a lot of struggle, but we still keep working. So that's a good thing about the Thai woman during the pandemic, and that's one of the things that this is based from the personal experience and also what I can see from people around me, especially ladies all around me. They're they're really like you guys as well. I believe you guys too still fight for fight to survive. Yeah, to just to be direct word to say this, but many of us also facing especially the reductions of the income. I'm not sure about your country, and that's something kind of affect the even more. And importantly, the unemployment cut down the salary that's already worse. But unemployment, lay off the, especially if they chose to lay off, they lay off the one who weak, more weaker or poor performance, and usually women, those ladies are the victims if you're talking about the labor. Yeah, so this is something that what I can see that it's quite not really secure for women during the pandemic because we being the victim of getting the layoff, we losing jobs. And but can you believe it? Like we even have children have to take care of, and we have to face all these things. Very sad to hear this sort of stories. And but in Thailand, I have to give the compliment to our government as well. So far, we have a really stimulus package from the government that supports everyone. Actually, they support everyone equally, like giving out the package of like half price of half price cost for some of the that some of the shop. We just pay half price if we are actually joining. Yeah, something like that. The government kind of give us pretty reports on that, and we sometimes have to have a great more like a responsibility because we always have to take care of those like children, elderly people as well, right? People with disabilities who actually taking care of course a woman like us, not like really a man, right, looking after this. So during COVID, with the woman, us have to have like sort of double responsibility. We have to actually secure our job, but not just secure our job, but we also have to take care of our family. This is something I want to highlight that although we are hardworking people already, but with this responsibility, we even need to handling even more. And I believe this the self motivation of the each of the women must be really great. Like myself and like you, Irina. I do know you have self great motivation. That's you kind of my role model on that as well. You keep on going with whatever facing without whatever struggles. That's our beauty. The beauty of being woman, not just only in Thailand but all around. So that's probably I just gonna leave only this part. Oh, I forgot to address one of the peak body that taking care of a Thai woman as well, which is I actually found out that UN women, I believe United Nations women, Irina, you know them, right? So they're working pretty close with the with the underprivileged group of the women, even children as well. They're always with us. They're always there. They're always everywhere. This is something I would like to address as well. That they are the one who never leave us alone. Although we're facing a lot of problems. In the university, there are many students. Yeah, many students have problems with the lack of the equipment when it comes to study at home. Right, they have to be online. Student unable to actually access the internet or don't have the proper computer accessing and whatnot. Always we have the government and peak body like United Nations or even Thai government supporting the student. That's what I actually appreciate about these supports. So nonetheless, when it comes to the COVID-19, it's actually has impact with the limited progress, but gender equality and women's rights is always there. So I still believe this thing is exists and keep us survive until today. So that's my point, Arena. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Nana. I think Dr. Nana have just shared like almost not only like in Thailand situation, but generally, generally in the developing countries or even
Yes.
some issues still exist in the developed countries also. Although today's in our platform, we actually focusing on like just 4 countries for today in ASEAN. But I think with this connecting internet access and everything, now we can see that most of the problem actually quite universal, quite universal. Okay, thank you for Dr. Nana sharing. And now I want to move to Azwin. Okay, Madam Azwin. She is coming in from as a senior lecturer promoting this heritage and tourism. So I think she deal a lot also with the youth, in her job perspective, and also with the local community. Maybe you want to share to us throughout the whole year this pandemic, like how you actually walk through, as a woman in leadership. Yeah, Azwin, please. Actually, because I see you. So is it okay for your internet? If not, I'll come back to you in a very short while. So I will move on to Apple first. Okay. Wait for her to fix her internet.
Okay, Can
Okay.
you
So
can you hear me?
yeah, Apple, I can hear you. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Allow
Hello.
me to introduce to our audience because we do have people watching live. Okay, so Apple Ellison, she is I would say that like a younger, and also in a way younger doesn't mean your age, yeah, sorry, yeah. As a industry, like, because I know you from the content creation. Before that I don't understand content creation, and then involving like acceleration to encourage youth, to carry out what promote advocating sustainable development goals and all this. Apple is one of my influencer actually, to lead me to that way. So now she is at Philippines. So can you share me more throughout the whole year of the pandemic, sir? So what we have gone through. Thank you, Apple.
Thank you very much, Irina. So I hope everybody can hear me. I'm very thankful for this opportunity to share the insightful experiences. So once again, let me greet you, mabuhay. Thank you very much for joining us in this live stream. This is an opportunity for us to really appreciate what women do, okay, and what we can contribute to our community. So just like what Irene have said, my journey is more about content creation. It's about empowering not only the youth, but also the women, the girls with knowledge and also digital skills so that they can embrace the fast changing transformation that's happening. And with 2020, I would consider 2020 as a gap year. Okay, it's a gap year for tourism, it's a gap year for education, it's a gap year for everybody. But that gap year is the most challenging year for many Filipina, for particular reasons, such as now you're no longer just a working Filipina, but you have to work from home. And while working from home, you're taking good care of your family, the needs of your children, the needs of everybody around you, and even the needs of your pets and of your plants. Okay. So that's part of the reality that we face in 2020. But then again, I noticed that 2020, in the time of COVID-19 pandemic, and even now, okay, there are many women who got displaced from their work. Why? Because number one, they have to have this hard choice. They have to choose between taking good care of their kids and their schools while working. And it's a very tough job to tough, and it's a challenging task, okay? So basically, that's also an opportunity where Filipinas, the Filipino women, were able to showcase our resilience, our power to be stronger and to take good care of everybody. Okay? Yes, there are still opportunities and challenges, but in my journey, that's where I'm also trying to contribute little by little. Irina have mentioned me becoming one of the influencer in her life when it comes to content creation. Because for many tourist guide, we lost jobs. Okay, for the accredited and licensed guides, there's no tourists. So what should we do now? I've seen many of my fellow tourist guides, they just like what Ibu Teti have mentioned, right? Many of them become entrepreneurs. Many of them have started to showcase their home meals, their home cooked food. And it's something that's very encouraging. So one thing that I would highlight that I feel is not exclusive for Filipinas, but for most Southeast Asians, we as the women, we are actually a powerhouse if we're only given the right support and the right opportunity. What do I mean by right support and right opportunity? When you are at home and everybody lost their job, it is the mother, it is the sister, it is the women in your life that look for ways and make the try to make the changes, okay, and try to gather necessary resources just to provide, just to be able to provide for the family. And that includes home cooked meals, that includes reaching out to different friends and doing jobs that may be somehow ordinary for other people, but something very crucial and important, such as tutoring kids, right? Now we understand that it's not easy to become a teacher because most of the Filipino kids are at home, they're studying at home. Nobody's teaching them. The teachers are giving them some lectures, but it is the parent, the mother, who needs to tutor them with their modules. So again, I would say that 2020 pandemic have really increased the awareness in terms of what women is facing in terms of our professional career, and also the way we try to balance it with our local life. So overall, I would say that 2020 women in the time of COVID-19 pandemic, it is our year of charging our superpowers, okay? Charging our superpowers by being more resourceful and using our knowledge and also our different skills and even acquiring new skills so that we will be more employable, and also we can also be very entrepreneurial. So I think the future for women is either being highly employed and using our resources so that we will be more entrepreneurial in our endeavors. So that's how I see things. Okay. And of course, it's now our chance and task to embrace digital transformation. One last example that I remember, in last year, I knew some women who got laid off from their job. And so what I did is I asked them, can you write contents? Can you produce this type of content? Using their knowledge in writing and content creation, they were able to get a project. They were able to provide during the time that they experienced temporary layoff from their corporate or formal employment. So again, there's also an opportunity for us women to have more gigs. We're already in the gig economy. So let's just highlight this kind of opportunities and empower ourselves with relevant skills. And the society can also help us with that one, and hopefully the family as well. So that's for my sharing in terms of Philippine setting, as we also celebrate not only the International Women's Day, but also in the Philippines, we're celebrating the National Women's Month. And our main theme for 2021 is we make change work for women. Okay, so it's about choosing to accept the challenge and making change work for women. So that's how we're basically celebrating the not only the International Women's Day, but a month-long celebration highlighting how we can empower and educate our women. That's it. Thank you. Maraming maraming salamat for this sharing.
Thank you, Apple. Thank you for your great sharing also, and sharing us not only just the story on the situation, and also bringing up some great model, based on your experiences. So I'm still waiting for Azwin. I mean, as a host today, of course, I would like to have all my speakers to going through, but while waiting for Azwin, the moment she come in, then I will just pass the mic, back to Azwin. Yeah. So once again, I think I see some Facebook. We have like most of the comment come from Facebook. Is they actually from different country. So I see they say mabuhay, ada yang selamat. So roughly we will know they are from the different country also. Okay, so for me is from the 2020 to 2021, this whole year is actually, I would say that to be honest, at first I was quite lost. I was very lost because of number one, that I feel that we do not know the right direction, the in front, how does it whole thing work. But I still remember clearly is I started with try to understand the whole virus. How does the virus spread, cause and everything? It took me almost 2 months from February, even though we haven't get locked down yet. So the reason why I start sending a lot of message to my member, just for all of your information, I have a Women Tourist Guide Association in Malaysia. So I feel like immediately the industry were affected is all these kind of tourism frontliners. So instead of we create a panic, so we need to make people more understanding. So I start sending out a lot of messages and try to get a lot of information what is coronavirus during the February and March. And I also putting myself as an example and start showing people like how should we practice and until we get locked down. So from March 18 onwards, last year, it's like fully locked down for until the May. So what happened during that period of time? Of course, everybody is like totally lost and fear and don't know what direction to do. So I told my executive board, and I told my whoever that my administrative team, we cannot give up. So when during the total lockdown period, we must show that we are still very active. So that is how I encourage everybody go into social media. Okay, no matter how we cannot stay disconnect, don't create a fear. So give everybody, it doesn't matter they are our members or not, or so long they are community, they can reach out us in the social media. At least we let them feel that, all this information, and also sometimes don't misinterpret the message, So that is the first step we did. And then during the May, after the lockdown over, and what we did is we start supporting the government. They request because many guides of us depending on license. So if they don't renew the license, they might disturb their job, that later on they couldn't pursue their career. So our message to member is, since the government give us an incentive, which is not much, so what the association can do is at least we come out a free training for them. So whatever is free training, please grab it. Yeah. So we don't call the word free membership, because membership you still need to pay. But transform your membership into the free training, because it's, if you have that money, but if you don't have the skill, so later on you can't transform yourself at all. So we started from May onwards. I go a lot of live. So I think last year is also we decided, to not just depending on social media, we go into YouTube, because we need to reach out. We need to use different platforms to reach out. And then at the same time, we need to influence, whether the tourist guide, even though some of them, they already quit in the way I use the word temporarily. Because the idea is the moment you don't give out your license, I don't mean you quit. You just change your job title, for a little while. So just for surviving, just for helping to support your income, it's all fine. But don't give out learning. You still have to carry on learning. So we came out, not many topics, but the topics which is very specific, and we tell them why this topic is important for you at this level. So we came out like sharing them what is the cultural, natural heritage value. Because we know that the moment when we restart tourism coming back again, the demand and also the expectation from the tourists, they are different. So mass tourism is not going to be happen. So we have to start, I call it the brainstorming them, or you say the word brainwashing them, to make them believe that the quality tourism will be coming back. But right now, if we don't have any job, it's okay, because you need to upgrade yourself. So meanwhile, while you're doing your entrepreneur, you change your job title, you find some income, but don't give out your license. So this is our top priority. So this is how then we quickly came out another package is, our package is until 2022. So we already set the time frame, to make the members or the tourist guide in the industry to aware, this is going to be a journey. So do not think like whether vaccine is coming back or not, whether it's like open the border, and so on, that is not important anymore. The important is you get yourself, survive first, do whatever that help to keep up your family. But as an association and as an industry, what we can help you is maintain your license. Okay? And then we go on to, we fight. And finally, we can now, association also do online training. Because before that, we are not allowed to do. So, and then we come out like a double package. It means it's like, when it's not locked down, you come physically. Okay? When it's locked down, you do online. So we have like at least some choices, and also let them have some selection, let them feel like, this is going to be transformed. So even we do skill, we are specifically to start sharing to them why the theme is important and why you're arranging. And also we don't want you just to be a tourist guide anymore. So just like the rest of the speakers sharing, whether you become a chef or whether you involve in something, but all these skills is important. So don't just give up, and then don't think that it's not going to apply, into the tourism in the future. So do not think that way. So every new skill you have, you still have the opportunity to apply. Yeah. So and then in overall in the woman situation, because my member mostly are women, so I do encountering issues. So while we doing this campaign, because some of the male tourist guide, they see like, wow, this association, why they so proactive, why they so actively, to reach out, to help the members. Even my exco, mostly we all work more than 8 hours, even like after office hour, if anyone inquiry and need help, or some, we still respond to them. So throughout the whole pandemic, the impression of the most of the tourist guide community, they start changing. People start like, focusing on our association. Why this association, they are not like others, they respond, they proactively, everything is they do it so fast. And but one question by them is, why the name is Women Tourist Guide Association? So from this response, I realizing, even though Malaysia today, yes, we still under the developing country, and sometimes we look like our society that we looks like we think that we are actually going to equal, because in the women workforce, everything is have been increased. The numbers as women involved in different industry have been increased. But unfortunately, I would say that it's not meet to the equality yet. So just example, as a tourist guide, I just got the latest data that we have about still 14,000. Okay, still active license, means it's like they didn't give out their license 14,000, but we are talking about women is less than 50%. Okay, so I think from the association, the past whole year did is we also sending a message is we are not just want to helping up the women, because some men also very care. They keep asking like, why association women? Sometimes I don't feel comfortable, to join you guys, is because the word women. Then I say, why you so care about the word women? Because in your family you have women too, right? So don't tell me in your family you doesn't have women. So why you so care about the word women? Why can't we live peacefully? Why can't we share the responsibility? So don't just because of the word women. So I have to explain and start educating back that the society to understand that Malaysian Women Tourist Guide Association to be we happen to be formed is because last time or those days we have some insecurity, and also we have biases and discrimination in our job. Okay, so that is why the association need to fight for that. But if we fight for that, doesn't mean like we only fight for women. In the end, it's win-win, because if we can get this safety, if we can get this kind of pricing, so it's going to be applied to the industry. So we shouldn't think that, oh, this is a man issue or the women issue. So if you're asking me the whole year, I would say that I work very hard. I work very hard because I find this is the right opportunity to changing people's minds also. So I keep telling everyone that first, you don't give up yourself. So this whole year, I personally, if I want to talk about best practices, I think I achieve it. I achieve it is make myself look good, not because as a woman, because as a human. My message is as a human, we all need to look good. That's why I exercise. All the people know me from the social media. All my friends, they know that I exercise. I really exercise. Okay, and then I really don't do any cooking. But once I do my cooking, it's not I'm trying to promote myself, but I'm more trying to show that my best practices. This is how I'm going to be my lifestyle. Because if you look at the general discussion also, now the whole COVID is about wellness and the humanness, because everybody will talk about good health and well-being. Okay, Azwin is back. I'm so happy that Azwin, you can help me up now. Okay, so Azwin, anyway, I'm going to do my session for the whole COVID-19 until here. Thanks. So now I'm going to pass Azwin. Don't go away, please.
It's good.
Okay, so the moment she's back, I'm going to quickly pass the mic to her. Okay, and meanwhile, I'm going to see like a lot of some these comments. So basically, is everybody say hi, and I hope you guys are out there now, really enjoy. And then I'm very happy that Indra is with us. Actually, we do have our Myanmar friends is here also. Okay. So I actually looking forward also that today the session is not about just for the Happy Women's Day, So it's always
Erina,
yeah.
Erina, Pak Tendi is here.
Oh, Pak Dandy, men come to support us, yeah.
He say, what happened
Okay.
to you?
Yes. Thank you
What
for
happened to
joining
me?
us.
What does it mean? What happened to me? Huh?
You
What
look
happened to me?
different, he said. You look
I look
different.
prettier, right? Definitely, I look prettier. That's for sure. Yeah. So when the whole, I think when the whole
Actually,
pandemic is,
Irina, based from what you shared,
mm,
yes,
sorry?
Irina, based from what you've shared, while we're waiting for Aswin, okay, I just
Yeah.
like to highlight what you've said that while some men are asking
Mm,
while you label the association or why you use the word women in the
mm,
association's name, I think it's important that we also try to highlight now the importance and also the significance that when you educate and when you nurture a woman, you're no longer just taking good care of that girl or of that person, but actually nurturing one woman is also a tool and a way to nurture a whole family, a whole
Yeah.
community. Okay? So that's something that we have to again maybe reiterate to our community, that
Yes.
nurturing one woman is about also nurturing one community. Okay? And at the end of the day, I think it's also important to highlight that it's no longer about the gender. It's no
Yeah.
longer about, what I mean by that is there's no versus. We're not here to fight to each other or to our sexes and to our gender. But actually, if you will look at it, and if we will pronounce women, it's we, right? It's not woman, it's we. So it's women. So it's very inclusive. So hopefully, all genders will be able to look at this as a way to empower the community. Empower one woman, and you empower the whole community. Okay? So that's something that we can also look at.
Yeah, sure. So since we are in this, I want to say something about my very great experience in Flores Island. Okay, in Flores Island, Indonesia, with one of the ethnic group. I was shocked in my life when I visiting them because in front of their door, they actually decorate with women breasts. Okay, with women breasts on the left and on the right. And before we actually entering into the house, first we need to learn to touch the breast. So if we don't understand the message correctly, so we will think like, oh, why you put the breast out there? So when I get to understand from the ethnic group, so they told me is because we all give birth by our mother. So first thing before we talk about God, or we have to show how respect to the great God or great Creator, we must respect our mom first. Okay, so I think from that small engagement and also my hands-on experience touching on the breast, that is the very first time I feel touching the breast is something like so holy to me. It's a very tangible feeling that how we feel the care and the concern you know so this is where I feel sometimes we in the modernization, but we might be learn a lot of things in our life, but I think the indigenous knowledge is so important, and they really understand the humanness. So finally today I actually can understand when the word restart tourism. First we talk about indigenous group, don't let them behind, women don't let them behind, youth don't let them behind, disability don't let them behind. So this is where we talk about the humanness now. Okay, so these are all the I'm not saying they are the weak group, don't get it wrong, they are just less opportunity, so we should provide the opportunities for them. Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure with Azwin, but I think I
Yeah,
would
thank
like
you for
to proceed.
sharing. At least
Hmm?
we learned something new.
Hmm? It's okay. It's
Yes,
okay.
thank you for that
I
sharing. Actually, I think I'm also curious. Yes, I'm also curious about the Dr. Nana. Dr. Nana,
yeah.
sawadika.
สวัสดีค่ะ
Sorry.
Okay, I'm curious with. Yes, I'm curious because of course this is our first time to be in this international partnership and collaboration. So I'm curious, and in relation to our International Women's Day theme, right? Achieving an equal future. Can you tell us your contribution as a woman in your community? How how you are seeing an equal future, and what's your possible personal or professional contribution to Thai and even to Southeast Asia community?
That's really
Tough
big
question.
question.
Tough question.
Very, very big question. It's like I'm the Miss Thailand that I have to say
You're Miss
something that I
Thailand.
contribute. But yeah, I think Miss Teddy
Yeah,
will
we will
prepare
practice.
answer too to prepare how did you
So,
contribute to
so
your
now this is the
Malaysian
beauty pageant
and Indonesian.
question. While we're waiting for
It's a
Ashlyn,
pageant question.
Um, I think okay. Thank you for the question. um, what I can say is that oh, okay. Well, wait a minute, Erina, would you like to get us in first?
Saved by the bell. Saved by
Asmin,
Aswin.
are you okay to talk? If you're okay to talk, mic is yours first, okay? Then we will
I'm
come back
so
to the
glad.
questions later. Yeah. Asmin, are you okay to talk? She's so pretty, right? She's so pretty, right?
this
Yeah,
is
Even
she's
though
part
she
of
don't
our
need to
beautiful.
digital
talk. So we,
challenge,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
connectivity.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
beautiful.
Okay,
This is
so
her
while
cameo appearance. Cameo.
Okay, so when she can talk, we let her talk.
okay,
Okay, so maybe Dr. Nana
okay,
go ahead with the question. Yeah.
this is a live answer which never prepared before.
Okay.
First thing I probably gonna answer
It's okay. This is part
as
of
a
our women. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I gonna answer as a part of the role as I think two role that I playing very big role in my life, which is the first role as a mother of the children, and second is a lecturer, a female lecturer, or in university they call a female professor. Okay, so um, yeah, the first role is because these two roles totally contributing in totally two different things, but somehow it impact to one another. First role as a mother of two children, I technically showing as in how to say, because I have to handle. I'm a full-time mom. I'm a full-time lecturer and also a full-time mom at home as well. So the time management is really big deal for women like me. Time management and the effort to make it like the equal taking care of both roles at the same time is really tough. And what I receive every day that my colleagues or even my neighbor or even my family look into me is that I'm actually put too much over 100% on both roles. They're saying that I did not taking care of myself. I'm just taking care of my of course I have to take care of my two children first, and then even my health. Right? Even I have lack of sleep. At night after my baby sleep, then I have to do some work like how I'm doing right now. Two of my children upstairs with my husband, and I had to hire two nannies. I have to hire two
Wow.
nannies to go one on one. But although I have to hire two nannies, I also have to pay them more. That means I have to work more to gain more money for two nannies. So this is a bit tough for me, to be honest. And people, when they look at me, it's something that they see me as a role model. So I think to answer your question is what I can contribute is to be to actually showing how me as a woman, me as used to be a young leader in ASEAN too. Arena know about that as well. I used to be like a spearhead of my fellow friends in university friends and all. But now I become a mother, so it's another level of my life already. But I still keep going with being a hardworking person to show that although I'm a small, tiny little woman, I can do everything. Nothing I cannot do. Something like that. This is something to somehow. I try to motivate
Yes.
a young girl when they look at me. I actually really pleased to hear that I'm also their role model. That how I can handle so many things at once, and it's a big things as well. How I can handle all that. Always have these kind of questions, like it's often to hear that, and what I can answer is I just say I don't know, but I have to survive. That's what I have to do, and I believe that it's really important in my life. Yeah, so that's one as a role for at home, but at a lecturer, as a female lecturer, as you must know that they are of course if you're talking about the equality, to be honest, it's equality as a verbal saying is equality. There's equality there. But when it come to when it come to practice, there still happen somehow somewhat, because when we deal with with obstacle, when we deal with the scene and dramas at work or whatsoever, they're always gonna stereotype us as a woman. Don't you think so? Yeah, it's always stereotype as a woman. That's what I hate about actually. But like what you said, there's no such thing anymore. We shouldn't
Yeah.
actually have
Actually, I,
versus. Mm,
I
Mm.
you wanna say something?
Okay, Apple, are you fine
I
with the?
appreciate your sharing, Dr. Nana, because it's a reality. It's a reality that not many realize.
So it lead to my
Yeah, yeah.
point when
I
it
am
comes
actually,
to
I
the
really
role
appreciate
of
Dr. Nana's sharing about that, especially when she mentioned about having this tough challenge in balancing things.
Mm, I think Ibu Teti 100% gone through that process.
yeah.
Been been there, done that.
And now she is like enjoying the fruitful, session. And also she is like, oh my God, I like really enjoying my life now. Maybe Ibu Teti, you want to, add on and, give some encourage words to the women, please.
You know, we women multitask, and we are blessed with the ability to do many things at once. You know, and we should be thankful that, like Dr. Nana, she has a very good support system, her husband, her family, and that is something to be what you call to be thankful. Yeah. And you can pursue your career, you can pursue your teaching, and you can do a self actualization of yourself, and that's good. But still being a mother of two, and this is something that we need to be uh, once again thankful. We are blessed for that, and always in whatever condition, yeah, in whatever condition. I always say to Erina, sabar, ya, sabar.
That
or
No,
or
also
in
Ibu, Ibu.
all the time.
Filipina, sayang. Ya,
So yeah.
sayang.
Ibu,
Sayang,
I want to say, your
sayang,
is not sabar.
sayang
You
in the
tell me,
Philippines
tenang, tenang,
means
tenang, tenang.
wasteful. Tanang means slowly, slowly, slowly.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Actually, tenang is calm yourself down first. Okay, everything first thing, calm yourself down first. I think
Ah,
this is
calm.
really work very well. Serious.
Can I add some more? Can I add
Yeah.
one of the things that just to answer Apple just now? I actually unfinished speaking about that yet. Um, when it comes to at work, right? That's when they stereotype that as us as women. Of course, when it comes to emotional drive, whatsoever. All actually, men also have emotional, yeah. But when women bring up the emotional, then they go like, oh, woman, that kind of thing whatsoever. But what I actually did and really kind of proof that I have to actually be more equipped than them, in terms of knowledge, in terms of skills, in terms of even managing people as well. We have to do in a lot of things in order to show how capable we are in all sort of situation. This is so unfair actually, but we have to do it. But and then once we achieve all that, it's kind of become a self actualization and also the society actualization in somewhat. You know what I mean? So this is something that it's a lot for us as a woman to do all these things in order to prove that we ability to do a lot of things, especially at work. So this is something that I kind of prove already that not even already. I think I'm proving, and I'm gonna continue proving to them that I am is not a person who say I cannot do. just give me all the thing. I will show you I'm a woman, a little girl. I can do it. You know what I mean? To really show them that I can do everything. Yeah, that's what I am at the moment.
That's something very powerful.
Yeah, thank you.
Dr.
Yes.
Nana, in time of Corona, I'm giving you the crown. Please accept your crown in time
Thank
of
you.
Corona.
Thank
But I
you.
want to say,
But that's
something also.
really,
I want to,
you know why I asked that?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
why,
Apple,
why?
Apple, go ahead. Apple,
Apple,
go
go
ahead.
ahead,
Okay,
Apple.
quickly. Why I asked that? Because most of you are handling your own family affairs and also running your own businesses. You juggle so many stuff. And in my case, I'm still single. Yes, I also juggle different stuff, but it's very different when you have a family to take care of, you have a business to run, you have a career to protect, right? And now I'm just being, what you call this, I'm just being honest with the reality that young women like me is also facing. Somehow the society is already telling, hey, you should now settle, have your own family. But at the same time, when you focus on your career and then look at the projection, most of the times the moment that you get pregnant is also the moment that your career sometimes is being step-sided in the corporate or professional world, right? Because they, just like what Dr. Nana said, you always have, we as women, we always have to prove ourselves in terms of knowledge, in terms of skills, and in terms of fighting spirit that we can do it. So it's just part of reality, and hopefully, maybe just to wrap up that and highlighting from your sharing, Ibu Teti and also Dr. Nana, that having a strong support system from our family, from the corporate policies, and even government assistance is a very good factor. If we're really looking forward for equal opportunity, equal future for women, it's having a strong support system in all aspects of our life. So, yes, Irina,
The
you
crown
were
goes to
sharing?
Miss Philippine.
Oh, okay. Thank you for Apple that do a very good engagement session also that interacting with this question. But I want to just add on something. It's like for me as a woman, I married late. I married very very late. Okay, so I just want to advise all the young women. No hurry. Okay, no hurry.
Tenang,
Till you
tenang.
find the right person, okay, the right partner, okay, because to me right partner is more important, okay, it's not the word husband or boyfriend okay, but the right partner, okay. And just like April, the soul searching show, so you're looking for soulmate, so you even have to be careful to choose for the right soulmate, okay. So I think the bottom line here is it's not like we're trying to prove that how strong we are. I say in the end of the day, we just want the equal opportunity that
Yeah.
we can show our ability and capability. Because sometimes I also receive the feedback is like, oh Irina, what are you trying to prove? Huh? You're already strong enough, okay. And what else you want to show like the women power and all this, but I take it as very positive. I take it as you are encourage me. Okay, this is encouragement from you. And I think in our all our life, if you can find the right partner, that's the best, okay. It doesn't matter what gender, because today in the modernization gender is not an issue at all, okay. But the next is, I think the coming from the strongest support besides your partner, I think is always your parents. It's always your parents. If not your parents, definitely your partner. Okay. So by looking at that, it's already proved to us the gender equality. Okay.
Yes.
It's either your husband's side or your father, or your mother, or your wife, whosoever. Okay. So I think we will come to the next session. I'm not saying that to end the session part, because at this moment I do not know how to actually handle the, are we going to open for question or not? Because so far I just say people like more on saying hi to us, but I didn't see any question. But why not we go into, let's start with since Dr. Nana now next to me in the in the screen. So what, Dr. Nana, you have like any, oh, Win, come, Azwin, you want to say
Hi
something?
guys! Oh my god! Oh my god!
You see, this is women.
Go,
Women
Serious?
give
Aswin.
up.
I'm
Never give
Go,
up.
finally in.
Aswin. Let's cheer for
Am I
Aswin
in
so that her
now? Is
internet
this
Yeah, yeah,
connects
yeah.
real?
You are
well.
in. You are
The
in.
crown. The
Oh
Women
crown
are
my
wins.
waiting for
goodness!
other women. That's something that we need to
I
do.
was like, I gotta go somewhere, man. I gotta move house. I can't. Seriously.
Maybe
I was
even
like,
for hopefully
I
even the
was
audio of
cursing at
Aswin can
myself
be
at
connected
home
so
alone.
that she can share her stories.
My cats were like, what's going on, mommy? What's going on? You know, it's like, oh my god, I was running up, back and front, trying to get my connection. I was in the kitchen, in the bathroom. I'm like, can I get connected, please?
So once Aswin is connected, we all say, "Salamat datang."
Can you hear
Hi
me, guys?
Aswin. Salamat datang
Yes,
Aswin.
yes, very clear,
Yes, we can
strong.
hear you and
Thank
we're
you.
excited
Oh
to
my
hear your
god.
sharing.
Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I've prepared like 5 pages of things I want to say. Ta-da. And I'm like, okay, I give up. Like everybody's waiting for me to be online. I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with my connection. I'm so sorry, everyone.
It's okay.
Anyway, I'm glad I'm in. So I guess I missed the whole thing. First of all, I would like to thank the host, especially Southeast Asia Heritage for hosting this. I think it's amazing. I think my whole office is actually expecting to see me online. I was like bragging about this since morning. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be online with all international people. And they're like, oh cool. Then I'm nowhere online. Okay. So please guide me. What did I miss?
Azwin, just go ahead. You don't miss anything. Overall, the issues,
Okay.
it's the women issue, but you would like to share
Okay.
in the whole pandemic time. So what you actually are going through.
Okay. All right. So I won't waste any more time. This is very precious. So I'm going to share my part of the whole pandemic challenges that I face. As a teacher or someone in the university teaching, so I've had 2 semesters, starting from March 2020. Basically, the whole year of 2020 has been a huge challenge for educators like me. I heard Dr. Nana was sharing her part. So basically, my life revolves more around the age of 18 to 23. Um, I guess they are youth, yeah, the youth. So the biggest challenge is that I teach in tourism. I teach in tourism, and the term tourism actually elaborates that we should have some travel experience, right? So with the pandemic, with the whole restrictions of you can't go here, you can't go there. So it's a big challenge to actually tell your student, oh, you know how it is, when you go to this site and all that. So it's a huge challenge trying to get them to connect with the reality of travel and trying to explain to them in theory what it means to see the site themselves, because they can't go out. It's a huge challenge altogether. So in our norm session, the regular class session, we usually have like trips. At the end of the semester, we have trips. So, so I guess my last trip was to Toba. Yeah, Ibu Tati. I think you remember that was that was the last trip before the whole pandemic came.
Toba forever.
So, tobalah untuk setia. So that was like basically my last exposure for my students to travel and see, tourist sites and all that. So online distance learning has become a norm. So we are now going into our third semester. End of this month, we're going to start a new semester. So this is going to be the third semester I will be conducting my classes online. So I'm used to Zoom. Most of the time when I conduct my classes, usually it's on Zoom. And I usually don't face this kind of connection issue with Zoom. I think it's because of the air cloud or whatever, the digital term is too bizarre for me, right? So working from home, of course, is a big challenge. I see that my colleagues, especially the ladies, they juggle at home with little kids, so it's like, oh, okay, now mommy gotta work, and then you have little children running around. So I'm lucky lah, in that context. I'm quite lucky because my child is already 22, so I kick her out from the house. No, I'm kidding, but I don't have little kids around me, but I have cats, who's always hungry every day. So it's a huge challenge. So I know some of my colleagues, they have little kids at home. It's a huge challenge for them because when mommy is always around, they feel like they can mommyhood 24/7, so it's tough to focus on jobs, when you're teaching and then you have kids at home, you have a needy husband as well, right? Okay, so that is one of it. But the good thing about online I experience is that it becomes borderless. I can get connected to my friends all over the world. I can invite speakers from all over the world to share stories with my students. So that is something. It's something good I see from the pandemic as well. So even my friends from London, for example, he came into one of my classes and shared his experience about museums and stuff like that. From America. So they can come in. So, you don't have to pay their flight tickets. You don't have to. But like I think Apple or mentioned earlier, the biggest challenge is the connection issue. Okay, it's the connection issue. This is one of the biggest challenge. In terms of leadership, okay, in terms of leadership, I find it rather challenging to make classes as interesting for the student online, because I'm a big joker. I like to crack jokes during my class. So sometimes when the lagging issues comes, you tell the jokes and then some of them got lagging, so half of the class laugh and the other half like clueless, like, oh, what's going on? Like, why is everyone laughing? So online classes makes me less funny person. So this is one of the biggest challenge I find. And also you have to be a little bit more flexible with the students. Not everybody is blessed enough to have a good connection, so you need to be a more understanding individual, right? As a teacher, I gotta be understanding. You know how it is sometimes. Your students come, oh madam, I haven't finished this. Oh madam, my assignment blah blah blah, my connection got disconnected blah blah blah. Oh madam, I didn't do that, I didn't. During regular class we usually look at this like, yeah, right. But with the online it could be true. So you can't really, you have to give the benefit of the doubt. You gotta give them chances, to prove themselves that they're actually doing something. And I managed to wrap up the whole semester in time, and the students took their responsibility seriously. So I'm glad. The first semester with the online distance learning was a big no-no. It was a big challenge. Like I have 35 students in my class, but only 7 shows up. Like, oh madam, I can't connect, I live on the island. Oh madam, I am by the river, there's no connection, the water took my Wi-Fi away and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, got it. So I gotta like conduct my classes on WhatsApp or Telegram, stuff like that, So this is a huge challenge when you can't really communicate properly. But the second semester came more smoother. Starting October, everybody was more ready to be online. Everybody had their green screen. So some people, even though they are working in Starbucks, they had their green screen, so nobody can tell they're having their frappuccino behind. So I'm like, okay, as long as you are there, I can see you. So, but then the big question is, how much are they learning? Online. So this is one of the biggest challenge for online teachers like me. I think this happens also with the school teachers, but it is much more, I think, easier with the college student, I think, because they're basically a young adults, so they take responsibility. We can't be calling their mother, hello, your child is not in my class. I can't be doing that because they have to take their own responsibility. If they don't attend my class, then they have to be responsible and come and tell me, madam, blah blah blah. So I won't be getting calls from parents telling me, oh, my connections. So that is a different story with the youth. And another thing that I want to highlight is the social media. Okay, so I won't say I am not big on social media myself. I am, I am very active on my Instagram. I think some of you may be quite familiar with me on Instagram. I basically chose Instagram over Facebook, not because I don't like Facebook, but because I target the youth. Most of my students are all on Instagram. So I go to Instagram, to be connected with them. So most of my students are not on Facebook. On Facebook are all my buddy. I don't want to say the word old, but is the gap, is the age gap. Okay, so the Facebook community is let's not go into that, but it's still fun to be on Facebook once in a while. I try, but Instagram is where all the youth are, the students are always there. So I teach my classes using IG Live. So that's why you recently see me a lot with Madam Irina on Workout Live. So we do a lot of things together because Irina will be like, I'm disconnected from the world. Let's go on live. So we'll meet on live and show everybody how Irina has lost a lot. She is probably 25 years old. With that size. I tried myself, but Irina always tell me, Azwin, you failed. So yeah, I failed. Everything I can't with this online workout, but I try. And then I realized when you talk about content, I realized there's something about online content that actually leads to some kind of engagement, to the community. If you want to target your youth student, you got, like one of my biggest challenge is probably to understand the nature of the student. The thing about the youth, I'm not trying to condemn or trying to whatever. Yes, they are on social media. They are very much on social media. They spend probably 3-4 hours on average on social media. But the thing I realized as I was teaching is that they are lack of digital skill, technology skills. Like we have all these apps around us, but it is not being utilized according to the needs of the current situation. Like with the pandemic, we are forced to, assign projects maybe online, like going live, doing presentation, using online platform like the YouTube and all that. So the lecturers can actually evaluate them online. So this is our challenge also, because when we expect the students to master up this digital skill, we need to be the same. We got to be the same as well. We have to master them ourselves in order for us to expect the others to learn, so they could actually be guided by us. So that is one of my biggest challenge. And I think that will be all for my first session. Is that too long?
Thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah, thank you, Madam Win. Thank you. Thanks a lot sharing the whole situation. Actually, I think some of your students are online now watching you.
I
And
know,
one
I
of
know.
the
They were like,
so they were actually, there's one of if I'm not let me go through it. Let me read out the question to all the panel speakers. Yeah. So they say from Emma Sharia. Okay, Emma Sharia, thanks for dropping us a question. As we know, there is still an employer mentality that does not believe in women's ability, which caused these women to be marginalized. In the opinion of the speaker, is there still discrimination against women in the government sector? Moreover, now 2021 faces COVID-19, surely that will choose men over women in finding employees. As how do we overcome and change the mentality of people like this?
that's
So
my
anybody
student,
who
by the
wants
way.
to answer? Okay.
That's my
So don't
student.
let
So
the
I think
teacher
I
to
let
answer,
the
okay?
other
Maybe
the
we
other
want
panel to
to.
answer.
That is the assignment from Aswin to the student for her to get a passing grade. Yeah. So I will answer. I will answer.
Okay, yes. Yes,
Yeah.
Ibu
So
Tati. Yeah.
so she get a passing grade. Okay, thank you for the question. In tourism, there's more women than men. I assure you. Okay. So no problem about marginalization. So it depends on the profession actually. Uh, which sector or subsector are you working for? But definitely in tourism, there's more women than men, right? Okay. And right now in the industry 4.0, right now, yeah, uh, we are facing uh, the what you call the exchange of chatbot, right, Elena? So so if we are late in rendering our service, or we cannot be available 24/7 for our customer to post question and get direct response, then our position will be changed by the chatbot. So for me, it's not about men and women. It's about what you call kecerdasan buatan, artificial intelligence. Think about that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to just add on a little bit. Okay, because my concern is more on the word, the ability. I agree. Okay, because I just commented like in some industry. Recently I found out that if you want to do delivery service, you can't because you are women. So they didn't spell out correctly. So I was actually unsatisfied, because if you think like I'm going to carry like 100 kg, of course, it's not about women that cannot handle. Even men, I don't think every man can handle as well. So it's more on like the requirement you have to spell out what sort of ability, and not based on the gender issue. Okay. So I always advise my members, because we as a tourist guide, we have this issue in Malaysia for a long time, because of sometimes our bosses, they want to save costs, opening up, because your bus driver is already one gender and your tourist guide another gender, then you have a room cost issue again. So this all I understanding. I mean, I do understand, but I think importantly now with this new era, okay, I think the biggest challenge now is if I'm the entrepreneur, or I'm definitely I'm looking into your abilities, and I also am looking at your age group. I need a healthy person to work for me, to be serious. You know, especially in this COVID-19, I see when the moment I walk out, now I'm using my public transport. I see everyone, if you're unhealthy, you just can't work. So it's not the issue of gender, it's the issue of, are you in a good physically fit? Are you in good health? Because every industry now required you need to do the swab test. Okay, before you can start work, you really need to go and do your checkup, your body and all this. Yeah. Okay. So I think it's changed. It really changed now. Yeah. Thank you. So anyone wants to add on? Yeah.
Yes, and also for as part of the institution or some business sectors, um, we actually realize that those business sector and organization now promoting the SDG as well. If you must know, they're getting more and more involved with this sustainable development goal and whatnot, and this is kind of trickles the the equality. I can't remember. I tried to say what number. Number five, I think. I'm not sure if I cannot. If I'm not
Uh,
mistaken. Yeah, the
yes,
equality.
Director Nana.
If they're holding this indicator as they are gonna go for the the equality kind of sign, no matter what circumstance it comes in, they have to be able to, kind of work towards this goal. Especially right now, we have this, of course, in Thailand, we have sort of the inequality before. It was, we call ourselves as a traditional Thailand. But now, when this thing kicks in and many others regulation comes in about the women's rights and all that, many organizations getting more promoting the leaders, female leaders. So when like for in university, for example, since I'm in here in the university as a lecturer, the SDG kind of umbrella of the whole thing. So when this indication show, then it's kind of ensure that we all have the same right. Okay, whatever you do, whatever you are. But this is only in sort of policy, yeah. But when it comes to practice, then it's another story actually. But we try. But since we all have but we try to work towards that. So yeah, that's my point. That's my part. Thank you.
For me, I'll just like to add on and also supply what Director Nana have mentioned with regards to SDG or Sustainable Development Goals. So for women, okay, for Emma, especially for to answer the question of Emma, again, it's not about gender. It's not about women versus men, but it's about your skills. So therefore, regardless of your gender, and also maybe as a woman, especially as a woman, you need to empower yourself with relevant knowledge and relevant skills. You need to be competent in order for you to be competitive. So, in relation to SDGs, please try to look at SDG number 4, quality education. Look for education that provides quality education to
Apple freeze. I think she freeze.
Okay, now Apple freeze.
Apple, Apple.
Yeah, it's okay. She will come back soon. So I
Yeah,
think basically, Emma, you already got the answers, huh? I think
yeah.
we did the panel. The speaker did answer you well. Okay, so I think we will come into the last session part. That is because this year the theme is talking about future, right? Opportunity, future, for our. Can we just achieving equal future? Okay, achieving equal future in COVID-19. Yeah, Apple. Is it like what you just mentioned is
yes,
enough?
okay, so I'm back.
Yeah,
Mm.
is it enough?
I think just a final note for me, especially for the students, and a final note, especially for the young leaders, for those youth who are joining us in this live session. Okay, it's all about using digital skills. Ibu Teti have
Mm-mm.
mentioned IR 4.0 or the Industrial Revolution 4.0. So in
Mm.
our case, right, if you cannot become a tourist guide, but there's still opportunity for you to be part of the tourism industry to use your education and embrace becoming a young content creator. So that's basically what I've been doing in terms of empowering different professionals and also different the aspiring tourism professionals. So basically, just believe in yourself, be competent so that you can be competitive, regardless of your age and regardless of your gender.
Mm.
That's it.
Yes.
Yes, thank you, Apple. So for those who out there, uh, just watch me. Yeah, go to MBS channel, learn live hope. I already demonstrate that I'm not the actual profession, but I do my all my very best to interpret, to translate the message, and showing you all my different skill. Okay, so if a woman coming to 50, okay, I'm so proud of my age. If a woman coming to 50, I don't even give up. I do all my best. So I'm sure you pretty can do it. Okay, just believe in yourself. That's all. Okay,
No,
so
Arena, you're 25. Remember?
yeah, thank
After
you,
that
thank
25
you.
days
Okay.
challenge, you became 25.
Okay, okay, thank you. 25 days challenge, I know, not 25 age. Okay, so my dear panel speakers, can we come into before we actually conclude? I mean, I
Yeah.
would like to hear some like your message. It's I'm not talking about like a plan or something, but I want something is practical and
Mm-mm.
it's possible and
Mm-mm.
probably is a promise to yourself as well. Let's say we're going to be another year. Okay, we're going to be
Yeah.
another year until 2022. Okay, before the 8th of March. What you want to see this uh, achieving equal future in the COVID-19. So what you actually expecting or what you really want to see and you think it's going to be achievable. So anyone, maybe Dr. Nana, you just next to me, you start first, okay? Um, like a
Um,
good message.
yeah, to be honest, this is another live answer, to be honest with you guys as well, because Erina did not tell me what
Yeah.
question's gonna be.
Achieving equal future. I'm following the theme.
Okay.
Sounds easy, the question, but it's actually quite hard. Really.
Basically,
No,
it is.
so looking at your own perspective, it's okay because we all women, right? We all women.
Right.
Okay, so looking at our own capability and ability now.
Okay, at this moment, if you're talking about if the COVID's still going on, I'm
Mm,
sure it's gonna going on for some time anyway.
mm,
Mm-mm.
Um, it's just gonna become a new normal. People are saying that it's a new normal. Pandemic is subside, new normal is kicks in. So we all have to adapt into the new era of this situation, more to digital and everything. But this is applied with everyone, not just women. As Apple mentioned, it's equality, it's there, not inequality. It's equality now supposed to actually promote even more. We are now done. I think my message out there for all women is don't just think that you are a woman. You are a human, actually, a human just like others. So whatever you do, your abilities can go even beyond someone else, or your ability can actually go beyond yourself, because it's depend on how you set your mind, how you try to achieve this and that. It's all you, actually, no one else. It's just that it depends on how lucky you are. You have a good support platform and so on. It's just you, the one who give yourself directions, no one else. So if you try to be in the environment that I mean, like, you try to be the environment that comfort to you, that's actually wrong. Do not go to the comfort zone or somewhere that will suit you, but you yourself have to adapt into the zone that you are in. So as we are a human, I don't say as a woman anymore. Okay, you have to equip yourself in everything. Unfortunately, have to say everything, that the starting with the knowledge, skills, even mental prepared about everything you have to overcome, you know. So this is my message for everyone out there, for young, especially for young women who listen, and even a young boy, okay. And also the message, another message for the mother, for children, and a wife or husband as well. You should be appreciated with what you have, like how Teti mentioned as well. You've been through all these things, and with the support, the peer support, you have a great support from family or husband whatsoever. That is a blessing. So you have to feel appreciated and feel blessing, and keep yourself, stay positive, keep yourself with a positive energy in order to overcome all the struggles. Pandemic coming again, the third wave, fourth wave, whatsoever, the new normal become new normal 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. We have to be able to handle everything, because we ourselves, the one who make everything easier or easy or difficult, it actually us.
Yeah.
So that's my message. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Nana. I summarize with the word that from the beginning until now, it's the word working hard. You know, we have to work hard. Okay. Thank you.
That's why.
That's why we are in the year of ox. Okay, in the lunar year of ox, we all have to work hard. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Nana. So next, can I invite Ibu Teti? So what's your message for all of us? I mean, like for the, you know, this
Yeah, yeah,
achieving
yeah,
equal future. You know.
yeah, yeah. As an association president, yeah, we at Indonesian Tour Leader Association believes that travel and tourism is a major contributor to building relationship across the globe. We believe that. We really do believe that. And for sure will create a better future. That's our faith, yeah. And in order for us to have the that dream comes true, first of all, we have to balance body, mind, soul. Like you say, healthy is number one. Yeah, health is number one. And be glad, be thankful every day that you're still alive.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Cheers, cheers. Okay. And be resilient. Be resilient. Yeah. Erina is right. Work hard, not hardly working. Okay. Yeah. And
Hardly working.
yeah, it's either that. And you know what? You have to be able to share whatever burdens you. Doing this kind of meeting like this, it's very good. Yeah. So hopefully it will become better tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Ibu Teti. So
Thank you.
for me, Ibu Teti is always the keyword I like to describe her. Just be calm. Okay. Everything we calm first. So everything is going to
Yeah.
be all right. Okay. Be calm. Okay. Okay. So I
But
like
she's
to
not calm when I'm driving her. She's like, oh, you Ferrari driver. You F1 driver. She's like, okay.
no. She just make you calm, not making her own calm. She making you calm. Okay. That's her strength. Okay. So can I invite Madam Azwin? So what is your like key message, you know, to this women in leadership achieving
Okay.
equal future?
Before I leave my message, I just want to share with you my experience when I was in my primary school. I went to all girls school. Okay, from my whole life, I went to all girls school. For 11 years, I was in Convent Bukit Nanas. Is a is an all girls school. So I used to be very inspired by some of the teachers, of course, not everyone. Okay, so we tend to choose like, oh, this one I like, that one I like. So I always tell myself, oh, one day I want to be like her, right? So when I finally become a teacher, some of the students today, they're very bold. They come to you and say, oh, madam, when I graduate, I want to be like you. I'm like, okay, which part? It's like, you're like, oh wow, there are actually people out there who actually wants to be like you. Like, do you want to hear the other side of my story? So maybe you'll think twice about being me, becoming like me. But then you feel honored, right? You are a source of inspiration to people. I think it's very important that staying positive is not easy. It's not easy. You have to really constantly pay it forward. You have to constantly put up a positive mindset to people, especially as an educator. You can't afford to be negative, like you are withdrawing that hope from your student. You don't want to withdraw them. They're there, they're trying to learn, they're trying to get to know the world. So one of the major concern that my student come to me is that, in fact this comes from my industry friends as well. It's like, what are you going to do with your students? They're all in tourism. Where are they going to work? There's no work. Tour guide, no. Travel agent, like that. So what are they going to do? So I think I have it's also our responsibility to actually make way, find the way for them, give them the light. So that's one of the effort that I did last semester, was to conduct different talk series in order to open my students' eyes to see that there are many more options you can do, in this world. At this point, as you are dealing with this pandemic, yes, tour guide are on hold, but they are also surviving, like, Madam Erina and Ibu Teti. They're surviving, they're doing something. They're probably doing something outside their skills, but they're still doing something. So I introduced them to digital marketing. I introduced them to creating contents like what Miss Apple is doing and stuff like that. So then they're like, oh, okay, so I can be a coffee barista, for example. They could do barista, so there are courses they can do. They could be cat groomer, like, oh, I'm going to run this hotel for the cats because the cats needs a hotel apparently. So there are so many options. So this is what I did last semester, and I hope to continue this, to open more options for the students. I think it's very important. So one of the things that I myself have found passion in is, during the pandemic, is that I became a better chef. Oh my God, I didn't want to say this, but I became a better chef myself in the kitchen. I cook. I actually cook. Okay. And then I am also a gardener. So I've become a gardener. So once my garden is ready, I'm going to do a live to show my garden. So this is my hope. So this year, I want to have a nice garden where I will be able to conduct my classes in that garden, seeing the green. You know why? Because my eyesight has become blurry because of this online teaching. So I'm now reading on the phone like Ibu Teti. Ibu Teti reads like this. Right? So I'm becoming you too. I'm like, oh, okay, things like that. So I think so. Some of the people, some of my friends say, oh, you should look at the green. So I go outside, I look at the green. So I don't grow anything red or yellow. I only grow green so that I can conduct my classes in my garden this year. So that is my hope. Yep, women's rule.
Thank you.
Yeah,
So
have your coffee. Have your coffee.
Yeah. Drink. Okay.
Cheers,
Cheers.
cheers.
Cheers, cheers, cheers. Everyone, cheers. Okay, yeah, cheers. So I
Cheers
think
to
from
that. I
From
actually,
Azwin
I
sharing, then from yeah.
yeah.
So from Azwin sharing the day one, I know her until today. I will feel like, uh, if people do not know you well, so it's like, of course, you have a fantastic, cheerful character. But if people know you well, actually, you are very emotion and sentimental person also. But I like about one thing I want to say something about you is, no matter how is it, it's just that for me to you is you never give up, and you like a bridge, you try to bridge everywhere, you try to bridge everywhere. So even though we are not perfect, it's fine. So we are reaching to everywhere. So that's a beautiful character also. Okay? Yeah. Great.
Thank you.
Great. Okay. So next I want to go for Apple Allison. Oh, she has slimmed down. Yeah, she has slimmed down.
Yeah. No, for me, I think uh my message will be focusing on reminding everybody who's watching this that your response showcases your ability. Therefore, your response and your ability is your own responsibility. Okay? So, why I'm saying this? Because I may not be part of a large organization or part of, in short, I'm just an individual. And some women might also be thinking like that. I'm only one person. What can I do? Right? So remind yourself that you can respond accordingly, that you have abilities, therefore you have the power to carry on responsibility. Responsibility for yourself, responsibility towards the people you influence and you inspire. And like in my case, in my soul searching soul journey as a content creator, as an advocate of sustainable development goals and sustainable tourism, I always remind myself that yes, I can make a difference one trip at a time. I can make or I'm making a difference one post at a time. But in time of COVID-19 pandemic, I realized that I don't have to have large number of followers or to look at a large number of people to say that I'm making a difference. These days, I'm comfortable and I'm assured that I'm making a difference one person at a time. Okay. And
Right.
as a woman who juggles so many, just remember that you are enough. I am enough. You know, we don't have to overstretch ourselves by thinking that we need to save the whole world, that we need to make a difference to different people. Just remember, making a difference in yourself, making a difference one person at a time is enough. And for me, achieving equal future is being inclusive. So hopefully through this sharing, through this collaboration, this live stream that we have, we are giving you this chance to be part of inclusive growth so that we can all achieve this future, this equal future, regardless of gender. And we make things work for women, we help each other. So that's it.
Yes.
Yes, thank you, Apple. As usual, 2016, I get to know you until today. I've been watching you growing, okay, growing. And from the what I learned from you is actually the most important is she keep reminding me the word responsible. And because of her, I started to seriously look into all the SDG. Okay, and today all the SDG is actually my Bible. So this is something like for me, it's also my message, or my message for the last part is, if you're asking me from now until 2022, 8 March, in this period of time, for me is SDG 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So this is the five, at least the five basic SDG, not because for the women only, it's for the whole planet. Okay? It's because we all live in the planet. And I seriously believe is the planet doesn't need us, but we need the planet. So at least we do our best. Okay? Set the goal on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you do not know what is that 5 goal, never mind. Just go to Sustainable Development Goals, they will pop up. What is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Okay. Thank you, everyone. So it's
Thank
already
you.
overtime. I promised like we have
Yes.
90 minutes, but now it's more than 90 minutes. My God. Okay, so remember, before we end and we want to have a group photo, I want all the speaker have like one object or one something that you want to carry in your hand. So that is like a 1 minute interpretation, the message that you want to send across. Okay. So I'm going to start with Dr. Nana. You only have 1 minute, please. Why you carry this? What is that?
It's a plastic flower and it's pink. And it's because of this flower, it's representing woman as a feminine and sweet. But it's a plastic, it lasts longer and stronger. And importantly, my husband actually gave it to me, and the reason gave me the artificial flower, and he said that if I gave you the real flower, it won't last this long. And this flower is already 8 years old.
Oh.
Okay.
I carry these flowers from Australia actually to Thailand.
Oh.
When I
So
look at
sweet.
it, so it's actually give me my strength because
That's so
God
sweet.
went me down and gave it to me. So yeah,
Oh, so sweet.
Nice.
Ow.
And your husband helped you to promote responsible consumption, reduce and reuse and reuse and reuse and reuse.
yes, how do you know? Yeah, he reused a lot of things.
He very smart. Okay. So
Thank
Ibu
you.
Tati, what is yours?
My passport. Yes. I want to see you. I want to see you again.
Oh
I
my
want to see all
God.
of you.
My passport thinks I'm dead.
Okay, then let's go to Azwin. What is your Azwin?
Ta-da!
Oh, okay. Dream, hope, believe. Okay, love, dream, hope, believe. Okay.
So I have this. So women, we are the source of love. Okay, we're the source of love. Without us, there is no love unless you become LGBT. Okay, so source of love. All right. Number 2, never stop dreaming. It's okay to sleep. Okay, it's okay to sleep as long as you have a good dream. Number 3, hope. Always keep hopes high. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with hoping. And finally, believe. Believe in yourself. Believe you can do it. We don't want to be better than men. That's not the ultimate goal. We're not here to compare our ability with men, okay? But we're here to find what is our ability, so we can actually become someone if you believe.
Yeah.
So that,
Yeah.
I think this is what I keep next to my bed every morning. That's what I get up.
Good message. Good message. Thank you. Thank you, Azwin.
That's
Okay.
very
Thank
Next.
beautiful.
you.
Yeah.
Very
Let's go to
beautiful.
Apple. Apple, what do you have?
Yeah, so
Yes,
in my
Apple.
case, I have here one of my favorite sling bag, but this one is very symbolic, not only because of the butterfly, which is in purple. So as we celebrate the Philippine National Women's Month, we have Purple Monday. So purple is the color of women empowerment in our country. But more than that, the very symbolism of this cute handbag is this used to be a traditional fan, to make you
Oh.
cool when you're hot, okay? But now, this are, in short, what I'm saying here is you can have a specific skill, or it could be a specific, or you have a specific role that you are so used to, but you can transform yourself and love what you're doing, do what you love, and you can transform. So regardless of corona 19 virus, whatever crisis you're going through, you can always transform yourself like a butterfly. So there's no death, but only personal
Oh.
transformation. Okay? So that's
Okay.
it.
Love, 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 love. Love to you. Okay, lastly, from my side is everybody knows me well. You know I love Hello Kitty because
Oh
I
my
speak too
God.
much, right? So I love to be Hello Kitty because Hello Kitty doesn't have a mouth, so no need to speak. But she can be so popular. She can be like in so many functions of the world. Okay, different jobs. She can
There
perform.
you go.
Everything she
There
can
you go.
perform. Okay, so that is
Arena,
what
you
I
need a
wish to
different
see.
session for your collection.
So that's what I want to see. All women, don't worry. There's no gender issue, but importantly is everywhere is full with the room opportunity. Okay, so we just have to work hard, be calm, just keep reaching out. Like what Apple say, be responsible and believe everything in yourself. Okay. So we're going to have a group photo. Really, thank you for everyone. Oh my God, this is the first time I have live for 1 hour 50
Group
minutes.
photo with this.
Thank you for the
Thank
supporting.
you for
So
everybody still with
Thank
us,
you.
watching and joining us in
Thank
Thank you,
StreamYard,
you.
in
guys.
yeah,
YouTube,
thank
in
you watching with
Facebook.
us. Okay, stay with us. Thank
If
you.
you
Okay,
guys
let's
want
have
to
a group
hear us
photo. Yeah.
blab again, please let us know the topic. We
Yeah.
are more than happy to be online again.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah. Okay, so we already take our group photo. I hope so.
Who's
Okay,
taking?
let's
Maraming
count one,
maraming
two, three. Yeah.
salamat.
Okay, one,
Okay.
Okay,
two, three.
done.
Yeah, done. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Okay.
Thank
Aswin,
you.
bring your item. Aswin, bring your item.
Oh, my item. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bring your
Maraming
item
maraming
together. Okay,
salamat.
so one more, one
And
more, one
see
more.
you
Selamat
in the Philippines
malam.
soon.
Okay, so can see me? I think so. Yeah.
Okay. One more with our item.
Okay. And do you know because of this show, I purposely wear my pajama. Okay, Hello
Bye.
Kitty.
Oh my
Okay, next time we have Hello Kitty session, yeah. Okay.
Okay, Hello Kitty
God.
ya.
Yes. Hello,
Okay, bye
Hello,
bye.
Katie.
Thanks. Thank you so much.
Good night,
Bye.
guys. Good
Good
night. Good night,
night.
everyone.
Bye.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Maraming
Thank
maraming
you.
salamat.
Bye-bye, Ibu
Bye
Teti.
bye.
Bye-bye, Miss
Thank you for
Apple.
Dadah.
joining
Bye-bye,
us
Dr.
tonight.
Nana.
Bye bye
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Bye-bye, Madam Arina. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Shall we dance? Shall we dance?
Yeah. Next session. Next session. Next session. Okay.
Dance with the heart.
Okay. Okay.